And President Buhari has expressed concern that a large percentage of Nigerians currently live in various stages of poverty. He said the prospect of the population sliding further into extreme poverty is real. According to a statement on Wednesday by his special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, the president spoke in a recorded video message to a virtual high-level United Nations meeting on trends, options and strategies in poverty eradication across the world. The president cited the recently developed Economic Sustainability Plan aimed at stimulating the economy amid the COVID-19 pandemic as one of the ways his regime intends to reverse the trend. He said the plan would extend protection to very poor Nigerians and other vulnerable groups through pro-poor spending. And joining us to discuss this is public affairs analyst Biodun Showme. Good to have you join us, Biodun Showme, this hour. Now, what do you make of this statement coming from the president, especially when you look at the fact that Nigeria now has about 94 million people living in poverty? And when you add that to the COVID-19 pandemic, the impact on health and economy, what do you make of this?
Well, I think President Buhari has actually signaled to all Nigerians that he's aware of the pains people are going through, particularly the most vulnerable and poor people in the country. It's remarkable for the president to actually identify poverty because in many situations in the history of our country, we hardly have president talking about the impact of policies on the poor. So this is very, very remarkable. Importantly, we are now going through the pandemic. We are beginning to see the economic pains of pandemic because there'll be dwindling fortunes from oil. At the same time, the IGR is going to be very poor for many state governments. This would, in turn, have a major effect on government impact in people's lives in terms of investment in infrastructure and other welfare means to relieve the pains the people are going through. But with what the president has said now, it is quite clear that governments at all levels, local government and state governments, are bound to consider the impact of their policies, particularly on the poor people in the country.
All right, so the president also talks about the plans to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty within 10 years. How feasible is this, and what should be the priority at this time?
Well, I think it's an aspiration. I don't see it as really feasible, given the effects of the pandemic on poor businesses. We cannot expect the government alone to do all the investment in creating jobs. But they're starting on a good note with the 1,000 jobs the NDE is trying to create in all local governments in the country. At least that's a step forward. The fact of the matter is whether it is feasible to create the number of employment the government thought or the president thinks it could create remains to be seen, because it's actually very challenging given the effects of the pandemic on everybody, because it's going to depress demand in the first instance, and government is not in a position to create all those jobs in the public sector, because at the end of the day, how would you pay for it? That is the question.
All right, so what should be the focus at this moment? You have said this is not feasible, but if at all we're going to scratch the surface on these figures, which is 100 million, what should be the priority?
I think the priority should be on government encouraging and supporting the private sector. They are the ones that can actually create the jobs faster than what the government can do, given the fact that it won't be a drain on the state resources, but rather the investment from the private sector wealth. The major priority should be on industrialization. We need to focus on heavy industries that can create thousands of jobs. Government needs to create the enabling environment, for the establishment of these industries. We need to keep reducing our reliance on services industry, because it's not going to create the kind of jobs the president is talking about. And then state governments and federal government should ensure that power supply is there, because it's a major problem for all employers in terms of the high cost of energy in the country. That is making our goods highly uncompetitive. The effect of that is we have a depression in productivity rather than, an improvement in productivity. And faced with that situation, it means businesses will not be able to expand as fast as they should. Our goods will be more expensive, in West African countries and our immediate neighbors. Consequently, it will not lead to new jobs. Rather, it will, compress the job situation in the country. So government needs to do something about power, focus on industrialization.
Public Affairs, I'm sorry for interrupting you. We do have to leave it there. Public Affairs Analyst Biodun Showumi, many thanks for talking to TVC News.